Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again to do our game preview and prediction for the 2025 college football season. The game that we're going to be breaking down solely today is going to be our August 30th matchup on ABC at 7:30 p.m. The LSU Tigers visiting the Clemson Tigers. One of the best matchups of week one, one of the best out-of-conference games of the entire 2025 season. So much is actually riding on this game. There's pressure for both coaches, there's pressure for both programs, and each of them have a definite, very good shot to win this game, start the 2025 season with a lot of momentum. Some people are picking both of these teams to not just compete, but maybe even pull off a national championship victory this season. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What is your prediction for this matchup? Make sure to let us know in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We go over every game. Once this college football season is started, we're going to break down every matchup every single weekend. We do predictions. We do best bets, money lines, spreads, over-unders. If you're a football fan, make sure that you subscribe. So this game at 7:30 this coming Saturday to open up the week one slate for college football games. Brian Kelly versus Dabo Swinnwy, two of the most decorated, most lauded current college football coaches right now. Brian Kelly looking for his first national championship. Some people are saying Dabo is going to get his third this season. Clemson's coming in here, 62% chance to win. LSU, 38% chance. This is the Tigers versus the Tigers. Death Valley visiting Death Valley. What's the odds that all those things will line up? Right now, Clemson, 4-point favorites at home. 57.5 over-under. Clemson is minus 180. LSU plus 152. The Tigers last season, obviously, very good offensive year last year. They're bringing back Nussmeier as the starting quarterback. Right now, he has top 5 odds to win the national championship this season. He might be the top returning quarterback in the entire SEC conference. He's been through the difficult sledge before. He's gone through a difficult schedule. He's been gunslinging the entire year last year, vertically pushing the ball down the field. The thing about LSU's offense, they need to work on the run game this year. They were lacking in the run game, lacking at the offensive line, but no one can doubt LSU's passing capabilities. Nussmeier, he's a gunslinger. He's going to push the ball down the field. LSU, for the last decade, has been one of the elite schools churning out wide receiver talent. They're going to continue to be deep at that position. Obviously, Nussmeier at the quarterback position. For running back, I want to see them take a lot of steps forward here. You have Durham. You have Jackson. They're going to have to lean on those guys. In order to beat these big schools, every game can't be a shootout. Sometimes you have to slow the game down. You got to lean on teams. You got to tire them out. And you got to own the physicality second half. That's what you want to do here versus this Clemson team. LSU's wide receiver core, it is stacked up and down the field. You have Aaron Anderson, Thomas, Hilton Jr., Nick Anderson, Barry Brown, Kyle Parker. There's weapons all over the place. And at the tight end position, you're going to have Trey Des Green. The offense is going to be fine last year, averaging 30.5 points a game, throwing for 315.2 passing yards per game, leading the SEC in passing, running for 115.1. LSU can definitely get the run numbers up. The offense is overall fine, but if you can't run the ball, you can't win those big physical games down the stretch. Brian Kelly has yet to win a season opener. This is year 4. A lot of pressure on him. People are expecting, demanding a playoff appearance this season. They're letting in 12 teams. You at least have to be one of those 12, especially with a senior-laden team. They were giving up 24.3 points a game. Some people might not like that number, but they forgot what it was like before Blake Baker got there. The strides they took from 23 to 24 were great. Blake Baker, really good defensive-minded coach here. They're going to be even better second year in this system. They've been bringing in a lot of players here. They've been working the portal. They've been recruiting. Well, LSU easily has a top 10 overall roster. They're talented at every single position. With them working the portal, Wilt Weeks is coming back. They have Patrick Payton from Florida State, Jack Pyburn from Florida, J.D. Pickett, 5-star player, Manson Delane, lot of weapons on the defensive side, and you know the offense is going to churn out production. When you're looking at LSU's team, LSU, very talented team, year 3 with Garrett Riley as the offensive coordinator. Do not underestimate how important that is. They were lacking year 1. Year 2 last year, what he did with Klubnik. Klubnik had a great season. 3,700 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, only like 6 or 7 picks. One of the most efficient quarterbacks in the nation, and he's a mobile quarterback. He's not a running quarterback. He's a dual-threat quarterback. It's always pass first, but he can get flushed out of the pocket. He can take off. He can scramble for a first down. He can extend plays with his legs. When you have a quarterback that does that, that makes it extremely difficult for that defensive front seven. They get wore out whenever he's scrambling. Whenever you had someone that's 3rd and long and they scramble for a first down, The amount of air that takes out of the defense, out of the fan base is incredible. Cade Klubnik going to be even better this season, year 3. Right now, Vegas betting odds, he is the leader in odds to win the Heisman for the 2025 season. My big question about the Clemson offense is going to be around the running back position. Obviously, Moff is gone. You have Adam Randall. You have David. You have Gideon Davidson. There's some weapons there. They are unproven weapons for the Clemson Tigers. Really good pass game, should potentially open up that run game, drop the safeties down, have the linebackers start falling back. Maybe that'll open up some lanes there. Clemson does have a top 10 offensive line on every single website. Some people are even putting them in the top 5 right now. They can lean on teams, the physicality of running the ball second half. That's what LSU needs. Clemson can do that with this elite offensive line because the edge offensive line-wise definitely goes to Clemson over LSU. And you have Cade Klubnik, one of the most experienced quarterbacks in the country. Who has more experience than Cade Klubnik right now? Maybe Carson Beck. No, he has more than Carson Beck. Maybe Drew Waller. Either way, he's top 5 in the entire country for experience. That's going to help this team down the stretch. Tight end position, they have Olsen, Pat Hendry. And of course, Clemson, unlike other seasons, they took big steps forward in this position last year. The wide receiver core, that's been hurting Clemson since they won the national championship back in 2018. That is not going to be a problem finally this year. TJ Moore, Brian Wesco Jr., Antonio Williams, Tyler Brown, Tristan Smith, Cole Turner. This is the deepest wide receiver core they've had in years. It is going to affect teams. Don't forget about Garrett Riley. He's an air raid guy, but he loves to be run heavy. He's spread. He's up tempo. He's got 4 wide receiver sets sometimes. They can put all 4 wide receivers out there. They can chuck it down your throat. That's definitely going to open up the run game here, even with the experienced running backs. There's so much riding on this game. This is 2 extremely talented teams. ESPN currently has Clemson and LSU between 5 and 10 for blue chip recruits. That's 4 and 5-star players. Clemson, the 4-point favorite. That spread's been moving up and down, but that's a very close game here. This is easily a pick'em. Do not underestimate LSU. Garrett Nussmeier with that offense coming all the way to Clemson and beating them at home. But obviously, you have to fairly give the edge to Clemson, one of the most experienced teams, actually the number 1 team in the entire country in returning production. Like 75% of their production is coming back for the 2025 season. That's going to give this team a massive advantage. LSU last season averaging 30.5 points a game, giving up 24.3. Clemson last year, the best offensive season I've seen since the Trevor Lawrence season, 34.7 points a game, throwing for 278.5, running for 173.5. Very, very balanced, averaging about 460 yards of offense per game, giving up 23.4. That wasn't a bad Clemson defense, but it was one of the worst ones I've seen in a while. Still top 40 overall in the nation, but Allen coming over as the defensive coordinator, coming over from Penn State. He's a top 5 offensive mind in the country. He's going to work wonders here. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to get after it. They want to live in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to be top 10 total defense, top 10 in tackles for loss, sacks, quarterback pressures. That's what he brings with his defense everywhere he goes. He definitely showed it at Penn State in the deep physical Big Ten Conference. He can definitely do that in the ACC. Come on, much easier schedule here. Clemson, they're going to be getting up for this game, and Dabo wants to get back to the mountaintop. Brian Kelly's trying to get there for this first time, but you have to respect both of these coaches, both of these teams, both of these rosters. When I'm looking at this game, very difficult game to call, but ultimately, I'm going to go with Clemson walking away with the win. I did have it 28-24. I've now moved it up. Call me crazy. That's fine. I moved it up 32-24. I have Clemson winning this game. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. We'll know more once we get closer to game time because these lines might move, but right now, just barely with the under. But either way, this is an early season here. LSU, very difficult schedule. You want to win this game, start out the season with a W. From this point, Clemson's schedule doesn't get that much more difficult. This is one of the most difficult games on their schedule. They get it out of the way to start the year. Guys, that's our breakdown, our prediction, our preview for the LSU versus Clemson football game to open up week 1 of college football. We are so glad college football is back. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What is your prediction for the game? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to subscribe to one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.